You'll start with the Nlyte system, take you through the navigation, starting with the floor plan. So here we're looking for a top-down elevation of the floor planner, and on the center stage we have all of the cabinets and devices that would be inside the environment, inside the data center. On the left-hand side of the stage, we list everything we're looking at, whether we're looking at it on the plan or inside the racks, the devices inside the racks, and also the virtuals that may be running on those devices. This is constantly kept updated with change as it happens within the business. We also have the ability to run overlays, so we can look at properties or information that we might be bringing back from other systems and visualize those on the floor plan itself. From the floor plan, we can use this as a form of navigation into a single asset or into a row of assets by selecting a row of devices. When I view a row, the logical row view will provide us with a list of front elevation of all of the cabinets and the devices within inside those cabinets. We'll also see on the left-hand side, much like we did on the floor plan, a list of all the devices that are inside the racks, as well as the virtuals or platforms that are running on top of the boxes. We can run overlays, so we can see the properties, and we can see exactly what's happening inside the data center. So here we'll look at the power draw for those devices. We can see exactly what's going on. And again, if we're connected to Intel DCM or we're reading outlet levels, we can start seeing this attribute being brought back to the logical row view. We can drill down on a cabinet. So if we bring back a cabinet elevation will provide us with a visual of all of the devices within the rack, as well as the ability to be able to see what's at front, back, and center of the cabinet and its positions within the cabinet. Same again, navigator on the left-hand side, listing all the devices, also with the ability to run properties and overlays inside the cabinet itself to see exactly what's going on with these devices. Within a cabinet, we can also run an in-cabinet trace. So we can see how devices are joined or connected together inside the cabinet itself. So here we're looking at the network connections and how those network connections trace through to the patch panel or switch within the cabinet. We can do exactly the same for power inside that cabinet. Whenever we click on a connection or a port inside the cabinet, we bring back all the properties for end-to-end inside that cabinet, where we can spawn a trace. Within the chassis planner, we're able to show you the blades that are mounted and their mounting positions inside the chassis. We're also able to navigate down from one of those blades, and we're going to look inside that blade now. We can see all of the properties, and this is common with all assets inside Nlyte, the organizational relationships, who owns it, who supports it, the warranty and maintenance, as well as custom properties can be tracked against any assets, and here's some examples. As soon as these are automatically added to a system, they're made available within the quick search or advanced search, and they're also made available within the APIs for integrations. We're going to drill down from this blade, or drill up if you like. We're going to look at the virtuals. So these are the virtuals that are currently running on this blade. We can go through and we can see more information around those virtuals and bring back again common properties such as the software that's running inside that virtual. These virtuals can be moved and planned exactly the same as assets. We're now going to go back to the chassis itself, and we're going to traverse the power chain. To start with, we're going to have a look at visually how this is visualized within the product, how the connections are shown. So looking at the chassis, I'm going to just drill out a little bit. Here we can see the chassis itself, the blades inside the chassis, how this connects into the network infrastructure, how it connects into the power infrastructure, and all the way up to the PDUs and all the way through. And as big or small as your infrastructure is inside your environment, how you can visualize that from end to end. What we're going to do is from here is I'm going to show you how you traverse that from end to end. So first of all, we start with a chassis. We choose an outlet from the chassis. We can go from there. We can trace the outlet to a particular power strip within the rack. From here, we can see the outlet on the back of the server and its power strip, or how it relates to the power strip itself. From there, we can go through. We can see how it relates to the commando or connection, whether it be ceiling or underfloor. And we can traverse this all the way up through the PDU, to a PDU, should I say, or a UPS, wherever you wish, wherever it's in your power chain. And then finally to the breaker or the circuit panel inside a particular PDU or device. From here, we'll see the circuit we're connected to.